Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Trovo Challenge for Valorant. I'm Lee Demon Smith, and joining me is Jason Kaplan for the second semi-final of the day. We're going to be kicking things off. It's going to be Jbzzz up against 5GG, Jason.
Yeah, excited to see the second semi-final. Obviously, we have our finalists already waiting. And the boys already surprised the hell out of me. It's great to see nolpenki, the Lithuanians, really come shining. For me, it's actually one of the best teams I think I've seen overall in Valorant. And I'm curious to see if they can really win it when it counts in the finals.
Yeah, I'm interested to see how they compare with Fabrican and the new G2 whenever the fifth gets announced. And obviously Fish 1, 2, 3, whatever's happening with them. Possibly going in through the contract talks maybe with another team. Who knows? They've kind of gone quiet for the week. But let's look at the brackets, how it's laid out, of course, already as my dog gets very comfortable on the couch behind me. But so far, obviously, we had the quarterfinals yesterday. We followed a couple of games. Of course, worst player lost to 2G4L. Mattistack went down 2-0 to nolpenki. And then in the other half of the bracket, we had Jbzzz taking down LOL and 5GG in a 3-map epic against esoteric. That's the map we covered yesterday. And if you missed it earlier on, nolpenki, as we just said, did take 2G4L down 2-0. Very clean across both bind and split. And now we're going to be moving in towards Jbzzz versus 5GG. Now, if you don't know who 5GG is, they're formerly known as Crazy. They played as Crazy throughout the beta.
Yeah, but they really weren't contracted through them. They were just kind of using the name. I believe it was their Fortnite player, Doma, if I remember correctly, who used to play actually for them in Fortnite. So I guess they kind of just carried over from that one. And I don't know much about Jbzzz. I know they're using a sub for this one, and I actually wanted to check who they were subbing out. It's going to be Maiden.
Yes, Maiden is going, yeah.
Their lowest fragger. So I'm kind of curious, is that potentially had something to do with it? Yeah, he had 21 over the course.
Oh, he can't play. It's such a shame. We're going to sub him out.
Yeah, I'm not sure exactly why. We weren't given a reason. So they're going to be playing with the new fifth. Whether or not that affects them is going to be an interesting question. Because obviously they did win 13-9 on Ascent, 13-6 on Bind. We'll see. I mean, I know I was, a little bit critical of 5GG. I want to see if they've worked on a couple of things that we've seen. I have the maps as well. Bind, Ascent, and Haven. Now, again, Haven was the map that I was super critical on with their Cypher play. I hope they don't get too mad at me for saying that, and that's just kind of what I've seen. But hopefully they change some things up. I know it was what was his name? Losa, actually, the captain, playing on the Cypher before. But we'll see as we hop into this. Ascent, I'm going to be excited to see that yet again. We've only seen a couple of teams play it, and it's just been a general style of completely avoiding middle on that defensive side.
Yeah, but we've seen some different styles of play so far in Ascent, so interested to see how the meta's going to fall eventually. As you say, most people kind of avoid that middle battle, stacking out either the A or B site. Actually, B, they generally go for relatively passive and more of a retake approach. Actually, both A as well, you could argue. So definitely going to be interested to see how that one bowls out. Of course, Bind, standard start map. I think everybody's played more Bind than the It's become the dust, effectively, of Valorant. Or I guess you could say Dust 2. I'm thinking of 1.6. I'm an old man.
I mean, Dust was a good map. It was a good competitive map, but it was fun yelling at teammates and watching them sit and spawn, hoping the enemy team is going to push them when you're on the T side. But yeah, it's pretty much, I guess, one of the most balanced maps across. I still really like Ascent, and I remember saying to you yesterday, it's kind of like Dust 2. You have long A, you have kind of short A, which is Catwalk. You have B, and then B is really hard to hit because you only really have one entrance unless you take control of middle. But we're not seeing teams defend middle, so I guess it doesn't really matter in the end. But we'll be starting things on Bind anyways, and that's going to be the pick of Jbzzz, and we're going to see 5GG on the defense. We'll see how that goes. I'm not really sure what to expect. I think it mostly, in my eyes, comes down to how good is Team Jbzzz on this one. I mean, we've seen 5GG. We haven't seen the unknown of this team. We saw 2G4L in recent performances, obviously in the Rise of Titans tournament, but the Finns unfortunately did fall short when it came to the semifinal today.
Well, 5GG going to be starting on defense, so Alosa's going to be on the Cypher. Let's have a little peek around. If we can look at the tab, hopefully we'll see exactly what they're doing, because they've got a 4-stack actually on B at the moment, so it looks like it's going to be an aggressive push on B, unless Alosa can't get his camera where he wants it by the looks of it. So Doma's going to be on the Rise, Xeon on Brimstone, X's on Breach, and the last man was Machina, wasn't it, on Sova? So double Sovas again, Jace. We didn't see Sova at all in the previous semi-final. Now we got 2 of them.
Yeah, I'm not sure why. Sova's pretty decent. Again, if you can use those recon bolts in some good places, it's really hard to deal with them. But then again, it requires like the highest skill ceiling for him, because there's a lot of time you have to spend practicing angles, practicing how much power you have to shoot each of these shots off at. We do have it looks like a couple players still on the side of Team Jbzzz looking to maybe rotate over towards the A side, as the 2 players are going to push out from short. But there's a flank coming in. Cypher's been able to get in behind them, and if he picks up pace, I don't think he's going to be spotted here.
He's already in. There's going to be the shock bolts from Machina. Pretty standard stuff. Will manage to find the header. Happy, the player coming in for them, for Jbzzz. Not to be confused with the actual Happy, as far as I'm aware, but you never know.
Hoppy or Hoppy.
Was it Hoppy? Was it?
Yeah. Say. And it's Loki's the sub for the team.
Loki actually is the sub, yeah.
Yeah, he's doing like the 1-for-1. He's actually playing the Omen for the team that they had.
They're all French, Jason, so you never really know. They all kind of like blend into the teams. You know that French seems like in CSGO, the same thing could be happening for Valorant.
Yeah. I mean, I lived in Arkansas. I know all about incestuous stuff. I'm
not saying incestuous. I'm just saying
that's kind of what the French scene
like
is,
Denmark
though.
Do as well.
I mean, that is the French scene is. Like they constantly trade around teams and choose different players. We see it. I'm pretty sure like in CS:GO, Happy has played with like everyone in the scene at some point, if not multiple times.
So attacking side works out well for Jbzzz. Let's see. With the Spectres, they should be able to roll on through, but we've seen a lot of thrifties in my time, so I'm never going to jump to conclusions. Here's Anders managed to get the 1. That should be a double spray, and it will be. So Jbzzz living up to his team name. Hexus was the man that got the 1 down, but he wasn't able to rescue the Spectre either. And now Hoppy will get Sion down. It leaves just Hexus left alone. And the flash didn't even get a chance to go off there.
So top fraggers for both these teams and their games, they're going to be a little bit different in terms of value, since one had to play 2 maps, one had to play 3. Kizian, 36 kills. You had Jbzzz at 37. So with Jbzzz playing over on the Rays, that's a lot of showstoppers coming through. You should expect your Rays to be your top players since they're so aggressive. You had Pace at 29. You had Hoppy on 30. On the other side, you had Machina on 58, Xeon on 60. Xeon was the Omen player for them. Let me just double check that. Yeah, he was the Omen player.
Yep.
My memory hasn't failed me. Doma at 40, Alosa at 45, and Exer's the lower fragger. But he's more of the support player anyway, so it's going to make sense. He's going to be one of the lowest frags.
I remember they did this before. They were doing the very, very early bolt to get the information play. This time it's kind of backfired, because obviously while they've all pushed through bathrooms, the opposite is happening short, and that's given Loki the chance, boosted up there by the Sage. Doma actually teleported up there, I think. I don't think the Sage boosted him. Alosa will get back around the side, though. He's the one that went through bathroom, but there is a second rotate coming in from behind him. He's using his own cage trap to give the information. Is he expecting the stab in the back? I don't think he will be. It's not going to happen, though. He's rotated back around, and now Exus pushes through and gets Jbzzz down, and this retake is slowly grinding away at Jbzzz. The flash comes in, but Hoppy does manage to get the kill down, but Exus will come in and refrag, and now it is all left in a 1v1. Pass 8. He knows where he is. He knows he's in lamp. He knows he's looking for this point, but he's looking the wrong side. Exus will get him down, but it's too little, too late, as the spike will go. And it's 3-0 Jbzzz. A costly round, though, for both sides.
Loki, by the way, just wanted to point this out. I thought I recognized his name. He played for Hip Hip Hip, one of the top French teams. He was on the team for about 3 months, ended up leaving actually 2 days ago. So I guess they have like more of a 6-man crew. But then again, Hip 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 all did kind of separate. Unfortunately, they kind of disbanded, I'm believing, due to, yeah, it's just organizations picking apart the team. But they were definitely one of the top teams when it came to the closed beta, and one of the top teams overall. So he's going to be a good player. I mean, you're seeing him currently second in frags for his team. But still, 3-0 start. The bonus round 1 for Jbzzz. Now going to round 4. Going for a default. So a lot of CS players on their team, they're going to understand what a default is. If you're not sure what it is, just kind of more of a standard strategy you play with every round. Typically, you put a player near every position that the enemies can push. Try to look for some, early kills if they come at you, just for their aggression alone. And then you decide on the strategy a little bit later on and you execute.
1-for-1 trade in the bathroom. As the spike will make its way in towards B site. They have control of window, but they're still yet to get and push through. Sion up close. HP. Waiting. 4 HP. Oh no, he switched over from the Sheriff. Alosa, though, has managed to catch 2 of them coming out of the window. Loki eventually gets revenge, and Passe will manage to find the man on the 4 HP, and Loki just tracks Doma's head into the corner. And in the end, I think Hunter's Fury was kind of overkill there on Nexus.
Yeah, I mean, a little bit. I'd rather get the confirmed round than, is it true if you don't use it, you lose it? It's definitely true in this game, and you don't want to lose those rounds. Also, I think Alosa, it was a good couple of shots. It was a Sheriff, but he had 2 trap wires down, so once they immediately pushed through, he had clear vision. They didn't even check that corner. There's a decent crossfire, but with no real presence towards long B, it's kind of hard to hold that in the end. And obviously, with the eco round for them, not expecting to win it, but we're going to see Alosa playing over towards the A side. So they've actually changed his position. I guess they want to get more aggressive towards B with a 3-man stack and depend on the Cypher just to hold the A side alone. From the shadows coming through, doesn't even teleport away. He's just trying to freak them out, and it's going to work. You can see them checking out spawn.
Oh, that's going the wrong way, unfortunately. Rolling Thunder goes through, and doesn't matter, they're already up long. This side, just a massive miscommunication there. Sion is going to line up triple, though, as they stand in position. Oh no, the boom bop finishes him off, though. You hate to see it in a proper match, but low-key, all alone with the spike. Doesn't have ulti available, and Nexus will come around. So the first defensive half, and honestly, they kind of just lined up for Sion there.
Yeah, they didn't really even check for information. They didn't clear out the site. The Sage led the way looking towards window, which you obviously want to put someone in that direction, but that all comes down to them all pushing the same site. They had to check window, right? The Rolling Thunder came through. They knew there was players there, but those, was it 3 bullets to kill 2 players? That's amazing. That's what you need to put up a defense, and they finally get their first round. The problem is, actually, there is no problem, because they're up against kind of a force-up.
Yep.
Lack of weapons out of 2 players.
It's been costly rounds. They've been going down to 1v1s a number of times. That information will give it away, but it won't recognize the man up close. Sion gets himself the double. Will finally be taken down by the Sheriff, but he can see they've also got Doma up close, who gets another double. And that leaves just the 1 man standing once again with the spike. Jbzzz has managed to take Alosa down. So don't be too aggressive chasing this down, because he's got himself his Phantom now. Information will show him where he is, but this is very aggressive for a 2v1.
He's holding the angle, though, with an operator. Obviously, we could see Jbzzz rotate around through his spawn, but I'm not going to expect that to happen. I think there was something like another 400 IQ play.
You watch Jbzzz take him down here. Oh, did he get spotted moving in?
No.
Did Nexus just see him?
No. He wouldn't be checking behind him if he did.
Yep, no.
And I want to talk about that play in a minute, if it actually was intentional. Jbzzz is still pushing alone. If Machida misses a shot, that's a kill and a plant. And that's potentially a round loss. But I don't know if Jbzzz is going to be expecting him around the corner. Yeah, no, not going to happen. So what I think happened in that one was the recon bolt was shot into the octagon, which is that main room.
Yep.
Yeah, right outside of long B.
It gave the information that there was 2 there, and they were like, "Oh, it's clear."
No.
Push.
It was Doma who stared at it.
Yeah.
He just looked at it, and I think he got tagged with it. But because they had a player pushed down super far on B long, why would there be a player in octagon, right? So I think that he kind of baited it out. He specifically took the first pulse to make them think no one pushed long B, and then it allowed them to get some kills. But unfortunately, they did lose quite a few players themselves too.
Yeah, it's like I said, they just didn't expect it because they saw him. They were like, okay, he's up in octagon, let's push. And then come straight around and get a double to the face. But they're going to be pushing into the operator of Machina now on short. Halosa's got his traps down as well. And they've got a triple stack coming out of bathroom. or showers, whatever you prefer to call it. Losa's camera not quite going to see the toe in showers, but now with the dark cover going down, they're going to be expecting it. Losa gets a glimpse of Hoppy as he triggers it off there, and Losa pops out and gets Loki down as well. Machina decides to back away, use that Hunter's Fury onto short, because he is blinded currently. Caught a glimpse of the man in bathroom. That was an operator as well that popped at him. So he's just going to back away. Is it a Marshal?
Yeah, it's a Marshal.
I don't know if the game sounds that high.
But I need the winner anyways. It was a force up. I think I said this yesterday, didn't I? That 5GG, when they played in their last match against Esocentric, there was no operator play. I kept saying, like, why is there no operators? It's so strong, you need to play it. But now we're seeing it, like, right off the bat here from Machina.
Well, we also kept saying, why is Losa on B in Haven?
Yeah. I wonder if they watched it back. I'm a little scared they did watch it back.
Was it 5GG doing it, or was it esoteric? I don't know. I can't remember which one it was. I'm pretty sure
it was both.
I feel like it was Losa.
No, yeah, I think it was one. I can't remember. Yeah. But I wonder if they were watching that, and now I feel kind of bad if they were, because I was a little unforgiving in some of the comments.
Hey, if it's not working, it's not working. You know, you gotta spot that and adjust to it. If it's not working in a match, that's what it's all about, adapting. And so Alosa's gone pretty aggressive this time. He's going to get the peak information as well, but Jbzzz will take him down.
I'm not sure why he did that, because he had a camera. So, like, what's the point of the camera then? I mean, I guess if he wants to back away, but then why hold it so aggressively? And we can see now Team Jbzzz are going to rotate back towards the B site. There's going to be two players who defend. Orbital Strike going to separate them in half. But they still get into the site either way, and that's going to be the first kill for Loki.
Bit of damage on the back of Loki as he got caught out there, so he gets taken down pretty easy. The paint shells into that. The blast pack actually was on the top of his head. That second one's done some damage as well, but Kizane is there. And yeah, Hoppy got taken down to 10 health. I thought that were hitting pretty hard. Solid round.
I feel like they almost get a little bit lucky, because if Losa doesn't push, they don't get a neural theft, and they don't see that B's clear, and then they don't rotate as quickly to the site. Yeah, I'm not sure. And of course, if you guys are actually interested in playing some tournaments, GL's hosting a ton of them starting next week, and head over to play.gl.gg/Valorant. You can get your team together, sign up, and win some prizes. Maybe get casted by Demon and myself one day. Who knows? Operator on Kizian, he's going to be holding towards Bass. And again, pretty much the standard default coming through.
Well, Jbzzz going for the information, peeking again, but looks like they're not going to be aggressive. It hasn't worked out for them a couple of times. They've done it at Shower, so it will be the short play once again as Machina holds the short angle, waiting for that dark cover to come in and block him off. And now the question is, with the shoulder peek coming through, he takes the arm off Loki, and down he goes. And that will give them the second information. He didn't bait on the first one. Second one absolutely did. But he hears the operator. Oh, spins around and finds Jbzzz. Clips him through the edge of the box as well. And that leaves the spike loose. But the plant will go down as the Hoppy on the stage will pop straight in towards Dome of Lamps, though. And this is looking like it's going to be a simple retake. Back and forward we go now. Passe could be a problem here. He's coming around the backside from the CT spawn, or the defensive spawn.
He's spotted. And he doesn't have Hunter Fury either.
Yeah.
Wait, are they not?
That's one of the moments where the Neuro Theft, you know, it does its job. Was it Neuro Theft that found it? Wasn't it?
Yeah, it's Neuro Theft. Yeah, I don't know, because I've been able to play the game in like a week and a half, because I've been busy working on another show. I don't know if it's the feed I'm watching, but I'm hearing like when they ult, it's like it echoes as if they're like super far away. I'm not sure if that was an update to the game or if it's just the feed, but it's like really freaking me out.
Panicking. My game sounds just a bit quiet, so I have to have it on the. I have it maximally boosted, but it's still a bit down on me.
Oh, big stack towards short. Looking for the peak, and Machina again. Like, why am I a genius? Why am I so smart? I talked about the lack of the lack of operator play yesterday, and they're using it, and Machina's doing it well. Oh,
That boost is not going to work. Oh, that's
and
the spike.
What?
Oh,
how does it bounce?
God, it bounces the other side of lamp. Well, Machina's going to see the drone coming towards him, but he's going to get rocked out by the aftershock. We'll just try and keep him at bay, but he has pure vision. But Passe, just a hit and run, sprints past and Wazdas his way into taking a headshot. They're the headshots you just absolutely hate as a scope there. Sion, though, will get the revenge frag, and there's not a lot they can do. The spike is just bounced the other side.
I mean, I get why it bounces.
Yeah,
but
absolutely.
But it shouldn't bounce.
Well,
I mean, how do you get to it?
it's the physics of him jumping in the air and being shot.
No. It's because how do you get it up there?
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
If you don't have anyone who can boost or jump up, I mean,
which is why it bounces off.
Exactly,
so,
yeah. But that's so weird. That's like watching in CS, like the rectangular bomb rolling, you know?
Physics.
We're seeing a lot of Vandals for them as well, for Team Jbzzz. 2 currently. Someone's sitting on a Ghost, so unfortunately money's going to be a little bit off. But they do have operators from both sides again. Kizune hasn't been able to go up against Machina too often, though.
We're seeing the Aldrone used a fair bit more now, so good to see that. Hunter's Fury not really connecting on Machina. It's what he was after. Gives away the position as well, but now the dark cover's going to go down. It's going to get that information immediately onto short, though, so Machina will manage to get him with the shock dart, actually, onto Jbzzz, and now he uses the Aldrone of his own to have a good look, sees the man boosted. That gives Doma the information as he goes hunting through lamp. His own
not
not really landing on anything, but now he's going to go for the push. Sion gets himself the one, pushes around the side. They know that he's tucked in on site, goes for the showstopper. Don't think that was the right choice at the time. Does get saved by Alusa and Sion, though. And in the end, they will pick up the round 6-5. 1 round to go in the half.
Could have been cleaner, though, for 5GG. Machina dies, and they lose the operator. I mean, they're going to buy it, so it's not a big deal. But I believe he Hunter's Fury out, like, invisible range in the window. So someone just runs out, I think it was Passe, and then just kills him. That's kind of why you don't just Hunter's Fury out in the open all willy-nilly, like, and especially when you don't do it when someone's close to you, because they can just rush you down and kill you. But they win the round. I'm just, you know, a little bit of critique here and there if they were watching the VODs. I mean, I'm still going to say they're way better players than I am. And they're going to leave again the Cypher to push in towards Bass. Another 4 players going to be heading towards the B site. From the shadows, most definitely should be coming out this round. They also have a res available. And you don't peek that when you're tagged by an Aldrone. Melissa's going to fall.
Well, Melissa's going to line this up. Should be able to get down. Just wait and see where those paint shells fall. X is doing the same, backs away, and the rotate comes through. So the race is on. As we see Loki rushing through. Wow, Doma pushed straight into that one. Machina caught out, but will be able to get information and the shock dart down. Watching his backside. So was he expecting? Okay, he was wondering where the Into the Shadows was going. Instead, he just teleported up on top of him. Machina will get him down in the end with the Ghost. Hoppy tries to cover and prevent Machina. He is a thorn in their side right now, which is why they're putting so much attention on that Heaven. That shock dart looked like it was good. X's will get Jbzzz down, and then Sion pushes through. Machina's popping off. Kizane is the last man in the corner. And now, oh dear, Orbital Strike. We talked about this yesterday, right? Once you're in that spot, an Orbital Strike on Lamp Room, there is no escaping it.
Doesn't help, a fault line gets used on him as well, so he gets stunned up. Yeah, so no res being used, no From the Shadows being used out of Omen in that round. 2 ultimates not being, what was that sound?
That's a cat.
Oh, I thought that was you for a second. I thought it was in game, and then I was like, wait a minute. I thought it was you, and I didn't know your voice can get that high.
No, my big fat Schwein is here.
Your pig?
Yep. He's a big fat cat.
Oh, Jesus Christ. And he's hairy. It's a big fur ball.
Oh dear. It's broken.
This is not a good start. We should have done this.
Did I
abort?
Did I break my camera? This is not good. Oh well.
Oh, we're going to the pistol round. I don't expect a push to come out of the defensive side towards B short. Instead, just gonna hold. Cypher v Cypher towards the long B. And 2 players pushing up short B. So I'm a little bit worried actually for the Sage. The rotations can come in, the wall also being thrown down to make sure he doesn't get zerged here. Not a bad peek, and as you can see, they were spamming down and gonna run out of ammo against the wall, but Doma gets the 2 kills.
Cheeky nades tossed through the teleport. We've seen that used earlier on with the boom bot. Oh, Pussy. Doma got a little overconfident pushing through the trap there. In the end, Alosa will do the job, and now JB is the last man standing.
What are they doing?
Site. Can he get the spike carrier? There's 55 seconds, so there's plenty of time to back away from this one. So they're realizing they're going to go teleport over to A site. Now JB he's going to be trying to follow. Gets himself the ghost. He's going in towards short. And will be a slow approach. They're going to have their defenses set up now. Is he going to traps? I was going to say, is he going anything up? Yeah, you got to assume. Okay, he's going to camera it instead.
Well, no, so Jbzzz walked into a trap wire, so they know he's coming from short. So they can hold towards Bass pretty freely here. I mean, time's already taken away. The camera is even going to spot him out. You should use that boom bot over towards Lamp to clear one angle for you.
Trying to bait the action from Lamp, and well, he did just that. Alosa pops out, takes his head, and that's not good for Jbzzz. 8-5. It was a pretty even half with the 7-5 score, but now on the attack, picking up the pistol, that's a problem.
It should be a second round unless they're going to go for the investment. Kizian's going to be on the Sheriff. Goes for Passe. Other side, no, 2 ghosts, Spectre, Bulldog. And they're looking to hit towards B. I mean, that's not a bad choice. I mean, they have 2 players saving with ghosts, which you'll typically see 1 for the op, but 2? They're really confident then to be able to take this round pretty cleanly. Considering I think it was Esoteric was the one to buy up Frenzies after they got the spike plant in the first round. Surprised they're not a little bit more wary of what could come out in this one, but that's because they're able to get kills pretty fast, pretty easily.
Well, Sion got both the kills, but we were following the other man who basically hit all his shots. So I felt like Sion just kind of like harvested the kills there more than anything. Jbzzz does get the one with the shotty, but that's all. And I think Loki's just going to be looking to try and pop anything, but Machina is on it today with that ghost. And of course, the fact that he went into it with the ghost, I assume he's going to be pushing for something more, and we're going to see the operator come out. He's got 5.3. Expected to pop in there any second. I don't know. He's maybe debating it. No. I think they've realized and said, okay, let's just go with the Vandal.
I mean, they're still keeping 2 players. Like, they have 4,100 on Xeon. It's still going to be a bonus round for them. They had 2 players on the Ghost. They wanted to save to be able to go into 2 rifles and then just, throw the other weapon over to someone else if they did lose people. The recon bolt's going to come through, going to get disposed of before it spots it anyone. So he knows, if anything, he knows there's at least 1 player there. That's all the information he's going to get from that. And Loki's going to try to hold with Passe on the A site. There's 3 over towards B. Like, if they just hit the go button, they're going to be completely overwhelmed. He's looking to throw out his drone. They're going to follow it in. Or I guess they use it to clear out angles. They should have been able to spot out Passe, and, well, maybe not. First kill comes through. He's going to be overrun by Baths, and now this is a site given over to 5GG.
Yeah, I mean, the big issue right now for Jbzzz, and it's the same issue they had on the attack, is they really don't have any smokes. They have the single dark cover, but that is it. So, as you saw him trying to line the shots up there, he didn't have anything to slow them down, pushing through showers. They were through and done while they were trying to cover off the shots. Hoppy, though, comes around with Loki. It's a 1-for-1 trade, and at the moment with the spike planted, they're going to have to be pretty passive on this one as they try and push in. Stick the defuse, not going to work out when Machina gets the 1, though, but they have managed to get both down. And that is going to be Jbzzz picking themselves up an important rifle round. But for 5GG, as you said, they didn't go full investment. It was almost a bonus because they had, what, 1, 2, maybe 3 Spectres in there still from the round before.
And they can buy up anyways here, like the full weaponry. Get an initial shot by Passe, but also a good push by Alosa there. Kind of the timing, using the out drone to get the attention of the defenders in that direction. Kind of like a pretty standard 3-2 split coming through. You were talking about, like the standard plays. I mean, 3-2 is probably the most standard you could get, at least when it comes to CS. And now we're going to see 5GG go for their default. So early camera in towards B long. Low-key trying to get up close here. Again, using his dark cover to give him a chance to push up. And Xion's got to be careful. I think he was spotted up by the recon bolt by Machina. Or other way around, sorry.
Well. Dama keeps hitting those shots. Keeps on getting those tags as he pushes through into window. Jbzzz has got himself tucked in low, though. As they get the 3-stack down long. Going to be a flash play in. Tell a lie. It's going to line themselves up. Aftershock will come through, and that's going to find Jbzzz as well. So that's the site cleared out already without losing anything per se. He's in the back. He's got a spoiled for choice. Does get the 2 down in the end. Makes it costly for them. And now can Loki, the substitute player for Jbzzz, go big in this 1v2. Paranoia goes through. Doesn't manage to catch anyone. Puts the dark cover out. Just trying to cover his options and maybe push around it. Where's he going to teleport to? Nowhere.
It's a fake. It's a fake. Yeah. But it's not really going to work. Dark Card comes back in again. There's 2 players towards the side. Gets the first. Not sure why Extras wasn't watching. Tries to tap the spike, trying to pull them in. Showstopper comes through. It's going to catch him anyways. Yeah. A little bit unfortunate, but good ultimate commit out of 5 GG. They get their 10th on the board.
Costly round, but they've got enough to get straight back in it. Alosa may need a buy from someone, but that's probably about it. So I guess I did see there's a stack on the board. This is Passe. Kind of got spoiled for options as he popped out there. Did get the 2 down.
That's why he killed recon bolts.
Yeah, exactly. Gives so much information in the smokes.
Oh, and the other side, they got a Marshal. I think that was a Sheriff in there. Maybe a couple of Sheriffs.
A triple stack on Domer. Oh, no, okay. They've backed 2 away. But he's just going to line them up and get them both down. And barely got a scratch in the process.
He almost has a Showstopper again. 2 out of 5 on that already after using it last round. Yeah, he's completely open. They have an out drone. I think he's going to be able to clear it out. I think Machina's going to push this one. It's about a 3rd player towards B, but that's not too crazy considering what we've seen. Passe gets the shot onto Dome, but they've lost their control of window. And now they're starting to rotate back towards A, realizing, oh crap, we forgot. We don't have anyone there. I think those shock bolts might have hit one.
They haven't even bothered with the spike, so they've left that back in the start. So they're rotating good to go back and collect that. So Sion's going to pick it up. Over towards A site they go. They're already in on site. They've got 1 in lamp, 1 in showers. Machina is the man in lamp room. He's going to get the shock dart pressure. Information play comes in. Alosa finds Jbzzz. They know there's 1 in window. He's going to drop down straight into Alosa. Easy as you like, pushing through the smoke like that. The last man, Loki, will go down to Machina. So 11-6. They're closing out this first map fairly strongly. As soon as they switched halves, they've not really looked back. 7-5 was the first half score for them, so they've kind of rocked on. Lost that single round, the 3rd round of the rifle round, but after that they've kind of locked in, and you can see we've got a Guardian starting to come in now, so the economy is starting to hurt a fair bit. He's going to switch over to the Bulldog instead. Hoppy should be able to get himself a weapon. He's just delaying, I feel.
I think he's thinking.
He's going to have to think fast. There we go.
Yeah. That's always the worst when you're like, oh crap, last second you want to change guns, and then you end up selling and not be able to buy in time. Ooh, Loki.
Risky. Gets the 1. Oh, couldn't quite turn onto Alosa. And that's given away one of the A players. So our drone for Passe. I mean, this is as you said, the default play gives the information, sees the man pushing.
There's a Hunter Fury going on, and that's over towards B. I think he might have gotten the tag on a Cypher, though he has too much HP for it to be the tag. I wonder if Hunter's Fury takes down trap wires.
Yeah, well,
I feel like it should.
Yeah, it's damage. It's the same with nades, right? They take it down the blast packs, etc.
Oh. Passe's gotta be careful. He almost peeked a little bit too far to the left. He's being shot towards short. The flashpoint comes through, and Alosa just overwhelms him. Jbzzz, though, in a good position. He's got a showstopper. Rolling Thunder coming through, and he gets knocked the wrong direction from that, and the paint shells comes through.
Oh, it all went wrong for Jbzzz there. Hoppy has got himself one, but yeah, nothing you can really do from that one. He is going to revive. Kutane gets the one. That's the second paint shells coming over the top. As they take him down to 18, he has going to get the heal off, but they've rotated over to B site. That's going to be the information play as Machine is going to try and cover off the angle. Will get spotted by the dart, sees the one, could have maybe even lined up for the two, didn't want to get greedy though. As Hoppy comes in, continuing to keep the pressure down. Shock dart comes in, and in the end, Machina gets him with the wallbang. 12-6, map point, closing out quickly here for 5GG.
That was, even the peek towards spawn, the defender spawn was like super aggressive on Machina. They're in a 2-on-2. I mean, just because the play worked out doesn't mean it's necessarily a smart play, and at least he played an angle that he could easily retreat from, but that was still really risky. Because if he dies, then he loses his teammate in a 1-on-2.
I kid you not, these drums have not gone off since we last did the previous semi-final an hour and a half ago. And now, sure as hell, as soon as they're back on, they're like, yay, it's 9:30, let's just randomly do some drums.
Yeah, you know what happened at 9:30 on July 4th.
It was July 4th, that was it. Well, I mean, it's Christopher Street Day, right? That's what it's planned to be. It would have been this weekend, but...
This might be the game, or the map, by the way, Demon. They have this entire site, Neural Theft comes through. They pick up some weapons.
They see they're both pushing short, so Hoppy coming in around them. But unfortunately for them, Sion is ready. They have one in lamp that's about to peek in a second. There's Doma, comes out, does the job. 13-6. And 5GG close out a very quick first map. Much faster than yesterday, I'm buying, that's for sure.
And they picked up their opponent's choice, even more importantly. Really well done by them. It throws us over to Ascent as our second map. You can see Doma, 19 kills, Alosa, 19 kills. I mean, everyone playing well. Again, Extra's playing more of the support first team with Breach. Understandable to be lower, but this just kind of shows, I definitely think they focused up on some things and missing out yesterday. On the other side, I mean, Jbzzz didn't really have the opportunity. I mean, there wasn't enough rounds to really have the impact they needed. Passe 16, Loki 15. But yeah, 13-6, it kind of hurts. That's a little bit of a rough scoreline for them. And when they ended up winning 2-0 yesterday in a very pretty convincing fashion, I was thinking they'd put up a little bit of a better fight here, but it's been a struggle.
Yeah, so 5GG, I mean, they certainly looked like they'd improved since yesterday. Obviously, it was a struggle yesterday for them. It does mean, of course, we're moving on to Ascent as the second map. Let's have a look at some of the highlights from that match, though. Some clean pistol rounds. There was a thrifty or two in there for them, but mainly there was a couple of shining lights. Like Loki did really well considering he's coming in as a substitute. Obviously, it's always hard with a fourth man. That, you know, I like to say that normally if your team prepared and you get that extra man come in, it kind of disrupts it. But I don't know whether we're at that stage in Valorant where I can really give that excuse down. Machina was popping off. His operator seemed to be without answer on the defensive side.
Yeah, again, that was the adaptation in my eyes coming in from yesterday's games. They actually used an operator, and it worked out well. I mean, considering it, what was it yesterday? It was, let me just double check, 13-9, 13-10, 13-10. Like, they went the full distance practically in all three of their games. And the biggest change we saw was just that one weapon for Machina. He was the top fragger, and he's trying to maintain it here. I mean, didn't really kind of do it this time, but still, well done. And they've drastically improved in my eyes since yesterday. Even just that one change was pretty big.
Yeah, I mean, we don't know. Maybe the opponent was, maybe we'd give them less credit than they deserved against Esoteric yesterday. Who knows? But the drums, it's a beat you can go with. It's a beat you can go with, and we're going to go with it. We're going to go to a break. When we come back, we're going to be moving on to Ascent, the second map. Will it be a 2-0, or will we go the distance? See you in a few. welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Trovo Challenge by GLL. I'm Lee Demon Smith, and joining us is Jason Kaplan as we take you through the second semi-final of the day for Europe. Following, of course, we're going to have the Americas as well. But Jason, we're moving on to Ascent. Buying was pretty much a clean sweep, 13-6 for 5GG. Do we see this going any differently?
I don't really know. I mean, I think that's like the easiest answer I can give you. They take their opponent's choice. I mean, the thing is, there's only 4 maps in the pool, right? It's not like you can have a very specific map that you're good on and not expect the other team to have some sort of practice. Ascent is the tricky one. Obviously, the newest one added to the game. Maybe there's a chance they haven't been able to practice too much on it. I think it's going to be a little bit more difficult to pug this with Low-Key being, you know, put into the roster as a substitute at the moment. I would still give it to 5GG, I think. I mean, they played so much better in that first map alone than we saw yesterday.
You got to remember, though, that it was 5GG that got absolutely whitewashed by Esoteric on Ascent. So I do wonder whether they've had much time. I mean, it was obviously last night, so I doubt if they've had too much time to have a look back at it. I don't know. But it was a struggle for them in that map, although I would argue that was down to Esoteric playing the map very well.
Yeah, I mean, the defensive play, they struggled to, like, take short control against them quite a bit. If I remember correctly, B site was tough to defend post-plant. But, I mean, just the switch alone they made here in this last map, like, having an operator, like, that to me kind of says they have changed some things up for the better for the team. And from that, right now, it's all the pressures on Jbzzz. We haven't seen them play until today. That first map was definitely one-sided. But maybe they can bounce back on Ascent. They at least were able to choose defense. And they are going to be playing Reyna. All right, so we'll be seeing some Reyna. I do like me a bit of Reyna. On the other side, though, we don't have a Brimstone, just the Breach. And they have the Omen for smokes. So only max 2 smokes out at once, and then that recharge time.
No Sage delay for either team, so we'll see whether that's going to be costly or not. That's aggressive from Hoppy. Peeking out there. Machina was ready for it. And look at this. The stack is pushing through onto B site. That was a misread, if ever there was one. Zane's trying to back away. They have managed to stop the rot and get the information down, but Alosa, you can see his left posse down, down to 8 hit points, so Doma's paint shells will finish the job. And now with the site down, we just have Jbzzz and Loki to try and retake this site versus 3 members.
That recon bolt was sick. I'm going to tell you where it was in a second, as we try to see this retake come through. I mean, they're low HP on Sova. That's going to be the Boombot down. Jbzzz pushes in, gets 1, and, well, Xeon's going to respawn, taking out Jbzzz. So at least keeping this the man advantage to their side. However, Loki picks up the 1 kill into the 1-on-1, and Doma will come out big. The 3-piece for him. And they close out the round. Okay, so, like, right up to the left where he's looking, on that red building, there's a tree standing up. The recon bolt lands exactly on the top of that tree, which you never expect to land, and spots out the players in sight. So they're actually shooting through this wall here to the right-hand side where you can close the door. And some really damage. It was still, like, close, funny enough. The push through with the one-way cyber cage was fantastic at Akizian, definitely practicing the throw up there. And that actually gave him, I think, a decent chance. If that one-way wasn't there, I think that would have been tough, because they lost, I think, 2 players on the entries.
Yeah, it wasn't, and considering they lost the player right at the start in the defense, that was a tricky round. Going to cover the push once again. Alosa only gets a 1-for-1 though in pistols versus Spectre. You can see Sion's making sure they can't collect that weapon out. The Leer was used though, and they didn't collect the weapon either. So I don't think Reyna managed to get that Spectre away from them. So still going to be pistol defenses as they stack out the A push.
Actually, dark cover coming through. Recon bolt again being thrown in. Don't think it's spawning anyone, unfortunately, but the Owl drone, here we go. This should give them a lot of information. They spot the raised directly to the left. He's going to go around the corner for the peek. Instant kill. No body armor for hurt. Kissian responds with a kill on Adoma, so it's still keeping it relatively equal. 5GG with the, well, 1-man deficit now. And Team Jbzzz might be able to pull up this defense.
They're going to go with the site over to B site, rotate through. Warning sign's already down there, so they know exactly where they're going to be. Dark cover used very early, but Be off cooldown by the time the rotate comes through as the spike plant comes in. Xeon gonna hold it and actually look for maybe into be short as he thought about backing into the link there, but instead we'll go to the back by sight. Xeon now holding the angle in a 3v2. Dark cover covers the one side, but Machina with a beautiful flick onto Hoppy. I'm going to keep tripping up on the Happy there. Paranoia, I don't think that caught anyone. No, it didn't. Xeon will pop out. Job done. Solid hold, honestly, from the 3v2.
I mean, that was a tricky round for them. They lost so many players. I don't know what they're going to buy up into here. I mean, I'm assuming it's going to be somewhat of a bonus. They do have at least the one Vandal for Xeon. It was a Marshall for Machina. Okay, so they will go straight into it. All right, not a lot of money to spend if they lose this round. It's going to be a pretty equal round, though, as you can see. Machina, the only one lacking, maybe can take a gun away from the enemy team. Looks like an early dark cover to come in to block off middle, so the Reyna won't have a chance to really go for anything here. And Loki putting out his own smokes. So he blocks off the courtyard. But that doesn't really matter much because the Sova can push since Omen can still watch Catwalk, and the Reyna's blocked off with the smoke anyways, so that smoke really not doing too much.
I think he was just blocking off because the Rays had peeked through, right? Which is why they'd pushed it down. X's does get him down, though, now. It's a peak play, so... Now with the Boombot making its way through. Spike's ready to go. What can Omen and Cypher do on site? Loki...
the Boombot screwed them over.
High. They will get the one. The flash comes in. Doma quickly executes him. Kizane, though, still tucked in. And now the door's going to go down on him, but he will be able to spray down, and he gets the double in the back of the dome on Machina and Exas. And that has cost him dearly. The last man, Doma, what can he do? Gets the one. Can't get Hoppy down. And will be picked off there. And that was simply a case of they'd shut the door and then forgot about it. And the fact that it can get destroyed in like a couple of bullets. Oh.
And the Boombot like messed with them because it made the sound as if it was tracking someone. So they thought there was a person towards the back of sight on the wood box, but he's actually going to be up on top of the boost. Completely captured them off guard, and that I think slowed them down because they took some time to spam away. If they rotated quicker through, I don't think those kills would have come in from door. Timing working out against them. That round's not going to work out for them either, and now they're on 3 Sheriffs and 2 Ghosts here in round number 4. Jbzzz now, it's for them. The focus is just having a clean round. Make sure you can take this without losing 2. Oh my god, it worked. Again, using the Aldrome just to catch a complete... Oh my god! What is happening with the Sheriffs? This round's way closer than it needed to be.
Zane could be crucial. Going aggressive here. Don't worry about his gun. Going to use the guns. I beat them down with it. Not quite going to work, but this has shut them down. And well, the one man on site, and Doma goes down. And so now, I feel we're starting to look at the problems that developed for 5GG against Esoteric now. I feel this is starting to come to light now that Jbzzz have got actual weapons.
I mean, so the last round they didn't really have anything. The round before, I mean, I guess we can look at that one. I think it was the dark covers come in early on. It was just the delayed push and them not paying attention to the door. It was their own fault that cost them to lose that. We're gonna see an operator for Loki, and he's gonna be looking down courtyard for control. Thing is, he's not really gonna get anything. I don't think 5GG are gonna ever really go down towards middle. Put the smoke over towards long, but we can already see they pushed past it. Jbzzz is going to be spotted out. Hunter's Fury comes through. Hoppy, he's crossed his fingers. That's also the Rolling Thunder coming through. You can see Jbzzz not able to connect the shot, and this is going to be a clean take. Hoppy on the retake, though, with the Leer. He gets the blind onto one, gets the dismiss away, gets around the corner. He has his Empress up, but he hasn't used it.
Doesn't need to at the moment, I don't think. We'll see. It's going to be required. They've been doing a fantastic job down there. That shotbot should finish the job. We'll take him low. Gets it down into hell, which is exactly where Doma's come in, but Aloso with the backstab. Neural Theft comes in, and now Hoppy, the last man, in a massive task. Battlebot comes in. Now he uses it. Now he's going to try and sneak in. Pulls the defuse. Will find Doma. And a job done. Can he find the last man? Where's Alosa gone this time? He was a sneaky one, but Hoppy makes use of Reyna's abilities to get the job done.
So unfortunate when the flank worked out. I can understand having both players in this are near the same position. I mean, they were pretty much in kind of the same angle. One was below, one was above, but they don't peek together. That's the part that kills me. Is they peek one by one. They allow Hoppy to get the dismiss away. And again, the slight errors coming in from 5GG. But well done by the individual play. Can't really knock Hoppy at all. Again, I think it's the first Reyna we've actually seen. Maybe the second Reyna. Yeah, second Reyna. We saw one yesterday. Cypher going to be back at the B site. He's going to be ditching towards A. They're going to leave the Raze and the Omen there. And they're going to go aggressive. They're gathering early information. Even the out drone coming through. This is going to be tough. 5GG, they're being flanked from multiple angles.
The big mid push. Will it work out? The A site is completely alone, but that's because they're all on the wraparound. And there's Jbzzz, there's Passe, picking them off from multiple angles in mid. Ooh. Now the information's going out there.
Raze on the flank, though. I don't know if it's going to be C or A. B's open. The spike, though, is going to be in middle.
Trapped with the spike. We'll find Jbzzz down. Gets pushed round, but immediately comes in. And I think we caught one kill. It's one of those rounds.
Yeah, when they're pushing from so many different places. I don't know why Extras didn't just come back to mid to rejoin Raze. Oh, it's a cheeky lineup. I like that. Not bad spots, actually, with the trap wires. Kizzy, and this looks like a map he's much more comfortable on.
I will find you.
But yeah, I don't know why he didn't just back away. They had, like, spawn clear. They had middle clear. They could have both pushed towards B. As we saw, there was no one even on the site. That could have been a spike plant. We're going back into this with weapons, though. They had the Phantoms. They had the Vandals. Hoppy. Getting aggressive. Again, just... Oh, he uses the overheal from it. Doesn't dismiss. I think he hits the wrong button. That cost him his life.
Try and keep them active. The spike's still been left. It's like way back towards the spawn. Now going to get collected, but it's a wee bit too late. Machina's not really looking. Okay, he's going to see Loki, but a little too late. Loki's still blocked off by that door being closed, and the spike now in on site into a 2v2, but Losa covers off Heaven. Loki gonna have to be on point. Oh, is he gonna back into his camera with that dark cover down? Is that gonna give him that false sense, I wonder? Sits in the dark cover. Sion could easily just cover it himself. Losa will just try and see if he can get a glimpse through the edge of it. There is the dark cover going up. It's actually the paranoia that went out there, but Loki avoided the paranoia. And I gotta be honest, I think the other one got the kill with the paranoia on him, it looked like. Maybe he saw him just before it landed.
No, I maybe, yeah. That could be.
Because he could see the haze on his head in the graphic, so it clearly did hit him, but...
Well, I mean, what was the range he was at? Because you can still see in Paranoia, but just a certain distance.
No, it was at full range. It was the far one, was he shot the long distance guy in door, right?
No, so there was one like towards sight that fell first, and then Loki, who wasn't paranoid, got the last kill. But I didn't see like fully where the other player was. Either way, they win the round. They're up 5-2. Their defense is proving strong. They got a Showstopper, Hunter Fury, a Neural Theft. 3 big ultimates available to them. It just seems like 5GG seem a little lost on this map. They're getting aggressed on in towards middle. To be fair, that was the first time it's happened, and that was through a dark cover. Logan's just going to put another one there to make sure Rainy can play safe, and Hoppy again, a second kill. That was through dark cover as well. Alosa responds, though. They get 2 big kills in this round. The A side's kind of open, and Doma again, he's going to go for the flank, and he could have 2 kills if he plays it safe.
Nope. Well, he hit the head. It didn't quite land, but he missed that first shot, which is what cost him in the end, but the damage has been done, and it leaves Alosa solo once again with the spike completely loose in the mid. 45 seconds on the clock. Collects himself a weapon though from the top. So now with a Vandal. Now they just need to cover this and make sure it doesn't go down to like one-on-ones. Just try and cover it so you're both in the same position. You know where the spike is. And they know roughly where he's coming from. Cage trap triggers, comes through, easy as you like. Hoppy with a 4K.
Yeah, first kill, unexpected. Second, there was a dark cover. Didn't see the third one. Loki gonna be back on the operator, 6-2. This is like kind of a complete reverse from map 1. And this is why I say it doesn't really matter about map picks. It's just more about, I guess, the map you're comfortable on. But you have to assume the other team is gonna know how to play it. Machina gonna have his own operator. And they might be dueling each other, actually. So Loki's going to have the initial spot. But please tell me there's a paranoia coming if he goes for this peek. Or a dark cover or something. Don't peek into this. Oh. That's the one angle you can be shot from there.
Yep. I mean, that's the angle that if you play any PUG game is like the one you just avoid. Because those cross shots are deadly.
That's unfortunate. That's a big investment of money in quite a few rounds. Two towards long A, two towards B. I mean, the spike's towards B. I feel like they should almost just avoid B and all because of the Cypher, especially the one-ways that he knows how to throw there. You're at such a disadvantage. If anything, you want to push from middle and go into Gelato. But the spike's rotating back towards A. That's where they got to kill Jbzzz. Not Jbzzz. Doma. Getting one on site. There's still going to be two players here. They have the Rolling Thunder. They have the Showstopper. They have the Neural Theft. But can they stop themselves from dying from the short side?
Gotta catch him out there. Nexus pushing it through, but not going to work out. It does manage to get Passe down. I thought Passe should have had that one if I'm not mistaken, but Loki, blind as you like, trying to push on through, sitting, waiting in the wings. Hoppy throws out the Lear, tries to catch one, does get Sion down, sees the second, dodges out the way very quickly with the dismiss, and now with the Empress will get the spot down, but didn't get the frag on X's. Thank you, Zane. Coming out. A lot of ultis being used in this round. Hussein can't find his man, and Doma will pick up what seems to be a pretty vital round. Just the 3 in the attack so far. The first one, I think for, what, 5-6 rounds? It's been 6 unanswered. I think it has, right? Yeah, for 6 rounds. So, very important on attack. And, you know, it's not too surprising, Jason. We've seen 10-2s on this map on Ascent so far. Very defensive-sided so far.
I'm not really going to like how this is going to go. I mean, no Hunter Fury. From the Shadow here would be good. Go in towards their own spawn. At least get the info. Maybe go for that play. Hoppy's going to be here, so they technically have 3 players. Paranoia comes through. They're going to rush straight in. And again, the Cyber Cage comes down. The spray through, but he's not connecting shots. Alosi gets the first. Doma takes on Hoppy in towards Connector. And Alkizian, the last alive on the site. He's got a hold against 4 players, and this rush has worked out. I did not expect that to go their way. The Paranoia opened that up completely.
So, with the plant going down, it will be a save. Economy not the greatest for either team, really, because it's been a bit back and forth. You would assume Jbzzz had stacked up some money, but because they've lost that round and they keep just losing 1, 2, 3 players each round, despite the fact they had those 6 back-to-back, it hasn't built up that bank, and with obviously the 9k limit now, can get crunching for you. You can see 0 in the bank for 2 of them. They should be able to buy. I think the teammates will be able to buy for them and trade some weapons in the next round. But a 4th on the board for 5GG. I gotta be honest, I feel that's pretty good. I think they'll be happy with 4. They can get more from that. They'll be delighted going into defensive.
Yeah, there's a good chance they can get 5 here too. As you already pointed out, the money's super low on Team Jbzzz. Actually, just check if they will be investing or what they have to invest to back up the 2 rifles saved. Okay, so they go operator. Actually, sorry, I think they saved the operator if I'm not mistaken. That would make the most sense. Yeah, so they have the 2 rifles. I mean, he can drop one. He has 4,700. I don't know why they're not requesting it. Maybe looking forward to another round. Okay, so he will buy up.
Okay, yeah, okay.
Oh, they haven't peeked the spot before. Typically, dark covers are thrown here. Loki almost getting spotted, and he will. So they're not going to be going that direction. I think they're looking to even rush in towards A. Why are they backing off?
Alosa just did everything to distract them there. Just enough to distract them at B. But now they're rotating, realizing something's up. Doma up on high, trying to get the off angle and make sure he avoids any of the pressure. Drone goes down, but he was spotted. More importantly, Hunter's Fury coming through. Will it catch it? Passe doesn't really connect too much. Gets Machina down, but considering there was 4 of them all bulked up there, that could have been a massive ulti.
Oh, they just need to wait. Just chill. Alosa's behind them. He already did this before.
Yeah.
Oh.
Nice, nice. And then throws out the cage trap. Will they rotate into it though? As it forced them away? Alosa. Oh, he's checking. Oh, he's not going to check to the side. Oh, I think he just saw Kizane. He did. Kizane tried to duck away from it, but wasn't having any of it. Wasn't as sneaky as he thought. Jbzzz does get Sion, but it's a Doma that pushes through. Hoppy cuts the attack down though, and that's the spike now loose. So Alosa, with 14 seconds to play with, is going to have to rush in, and he will rush straight into Loki's operator. 7-4. As I say, tends to be defensive sided, so won't be too surprised at an 8-4 here.
When did they lose their Omen?
Sion with went down to Jbzzz.
But when?
The second time they pushed onto A. So
you
around
get
about
the kill
now,
here.
there. Just lost it there, yeah.
So if they don't kill him there, then you have to imagine he's going to, from the shadows, ult over towards the B side and go for the plant. And that could have been the round. I mean, it's such crucial timing. Loki's going to take down Machina. Again, same position. Machina needs to stop peeking that. They need to use abilities to get that cover. And well, dark cover's there just a little bit late. If he gets a second, that's Doma to fall. Passe pushes out B. This is going to be an 8-4. I'm already writing it down in my notes.
Yeah. That's going to be showstopper to the face. Now, the backstab's not going to work from Sion. And a flawless round, 8-4. The half. So, over to Jbzzz. What can they do on the attack? Can 5GG set themselves up? They held... not great. I mean, bearing in mind, I think it was a 10-2 half, right? So they lost the pistol and then it all went wrong against esoteric. So you can't read too much into that one. But they need the pistol here to try and get that economy going. Meanwhile, Jbzzz, they are looking to try and close this map out and move on to a map 3, which of course will be Haven. And I've got to be honest, not convinced by 5GG and Haven. So that could be interesting for Jbzzz.
Not convinced by 5GG on this map either.
Yeah, they need to get rid of Ascent if they can.
Well, unfortunately, there's no bans in the system.
It's just picks.
Yeah, dark cover coming through. They're not going to care. They're going to walk through. There's just one player to defend. So they're going to play pretty much for the full retake. I mean, look how passive he's playing as well. It's a clear full retake, and they're already rotating off the site. They're going to leave the Omen over towards A, or not the Omen, the Cypher versus Cypher over towards A, and Kizian's going to win on that. Now they have to worry about their backs as they go for the retake on B.
Well, this is how we saw Fabricant playing this. They played it very well with the passive retake. It worked out well for them. Of course, very different team. Oh my word, the backstab. Oh, you got to get more from that. You've got to get more from that. When you see 3 of them lined up like that, you've got to feel could have been stronger. Doma pushes through. Does manage to find one. Sion gets Jbzzz. Blast Pack will find him, but Hoppy pops out with the double. And then, just as Exos tries to finish Hoppy off, Kazane's there. And that will be Jbzzz collecting the round. 9-4. I'm probably looking at more.
At least 10th. It should be. You win the round. That's pretty clean, too. I don't actually know where Passe flanked from. I don't know if he went up middle. I'm actually going to check it out on the stream in the meantime. Oh, no. She's a little bit behind, so I have to wait a bit for that. But I don't know where he came from. Because it was just the Cypher who pushed towards A. And if you push through Gelato and flank, that's a massive misstep by Xers. But I don't believe that's what happened. That can't be. Third cover coming in. He's going to play around with the shorty there. A lot more mid-presence out of Jbzzz here in round 2. Gotta be a little bit careful. Actually, some jump spotting coming through and spawn out of the Sova. Just trying to get the early information.
Cheeky position.
Just a shame no one peeks you from there. Like from defender mid.
We've seen it so often. Just nobody looks at mid at all. They're just not worth stacking out. Cameras staring at one another. The other side of the doorway. Then we'll push on through. Gonna shut the door. Yes, he will. Hoppy actually the one that's been shut out of that as he gets the flashpoint in his face, and Xers will take him down. Gonna line up the aftershock as well, but Jbzzz will get him before it triggers out. Now Loki gets Machina. It means Alosa tucked in on site. Open the door. Is he going to catch him in the back? I mean, he has to. Because Jbzzz have cleared them out and they are on the rotate. Now, 1v3. Got to see something special from Alosa here.
Can confirm, by the way, Passe did go through Gelato and did get behind them when Xer was there. I think he was on the other side of the dark cover, like in the corner of the room, and then he just walks around behind him as he enters it. So yeah, that flank, it got 1 kill. They still won the round anyways. They win the next round. They're up to 10. They're up to double digits. Much better than they did on Bind. But now we're into the bonus round. Hoppy on 3,400. I'd almost just say maybe a Sheriff max. And some armor.
But they're forcing into this one. So what's Hoppy doing? Is he going to force into it as well?
Well, I mean, they had those weapons carried from the last round.
No. Okay, there we go. Now someone passes him a gun. It's like, can I have a Spectre, please? Anybody? Cover. Not on point at all. Does throw out the paranoia though. Passe will get the one down, traded quickly as Doma does try and keep him away. Doma can't get them all, but he gets himself 2. Last pack doing the job. Last pack back and forward, but Jbzzz pushes down on it, but the retake is already here before the spike's gone down. This could cause them a problem. Machina's going to go out with the hour drone. Sees the man. Now Alosa spins in. And Jbzzz with just 10 health, keeping 3 at bay. Shock bolt just missing him. Just going to delay. They haven't spotted. It's the Omen. Yeah, they haven't spotted Loki yet, which is what I think they were looking for. But they will find him, and they're going to get the defuse. 10-5. So trade it off. Get the Rolling Thunder closed out for Xers.
Also time for Cypher to pick up his trap wires. Save that extra bit of money. Again, if they're going to grind this back and they're losing players, they're going to need every single bit of cash possible. And Marshall. Kizian,
I was just wondering that. I mean, it was the bonus for... bonus for they had the 4 Spectres, didn't they? So... Yeah, they couldn't find Loki. Didn't show himself for a while there, but... In the end, they will collect him up. Looks like it's going to be another stack over at B, so we'll see whether it nets them anything. Doma's been doing a great job over on B site. 14 kills and counting. Whether anything works. Sion will get the information. But also low on the cash with just the Bulldog there. How are they going to push through the shadows?
Oh, he's just going to walk.
Risky.
Okay.
Yeah, that's pushing straight through. Going through the shadows, I mean, it's one of those things that sometimes it lulls you into a false sense and you think, well, there's smoke there, they're not going to come through it, and then sometimes catches you out, but they were ready and waiting this time.
Oh, they shut the door. Loki wanted to go through it, but look, they're pushing in towards spawn. There's a trap wire there. Who puts a trap wire there of all places in the transfer to Machina? He gets the double. Oh, okay. Don't kill yourself. They get the spike down. Kizian pushes through, and that's clean. That's very clean here for 5GG. A flawless round coming in. But they still have to contend with the 4 ultimates on the side of Team Jbzzz.
Will be a save round now, unless they try and force something, which I would assume they won't. Yeah, it's just going to be simple. Couple of sheriffs, that's about all. Got to assume, unless we pull some crazy thrifty out with a decent amount, but it is going to be a rush into B, I feel, this time around. Doma's in position for it as well. Yes. See that dark shadow, cover there. I don't agree with that one because it's so far forward that it doesn't affect them. And if you're not peeking it, it doesn't matter. But it doesn't matter. They managed to get in on sight. Blast pack's going through. Doma does back away with Sion, so they play it passively. Let the abilities be used out there. And now they've got to try and catch the man as the rest of the team comes in support. Doma does the job. And that's going to be the defuse coming through. Yeah, I don't know about you, Jason, what you think of it, but like that dark cover he's using that's pushing into I don't know what the position's called, the elbow, the dog leg side.
The dog leg side?
Well, I mean, whatever it's called, the link, connector, whatever you want to call it.
The gelato area.
Yeah, no, B.
It's a B main.
Yeah, into B main, but
or the defender spawn.
They're not blocking the doorway with it, which is where they're looking. They're putting it through almost towards the gate, effectively, the gate side of the attackers. Which is null and void if you're not even peeking it, because they're just going to run through the smoke and say, well, there's no one here anyway. Thanks for wasting your smoke.
I'm not going to lie, I don't know the exact position you're talking about.
Where Sova's stood right now.
Okay, so they put it there.
Yes.
Okay. I mean, I guess it's just to discourage them for pushing through, and they don't know if you're getting aggressive behind it. I think it's more of a baiting utility, because it's always a battle of attrition when it comes to that in the beginning. You're trying to bait out as much utility from them as you can, and by putting it there, they should be using like a recon bull or a paranoia or something that gives you an advantage later on. And your dark cover is going to recharge anyways, about 25 seconds. That's the only logical thing I could think for it, but I mean, you're also right. It doesn't really stop them from coming through, and technically they can just still round the corner and shoot at you. I don't know. Hopefully what I came up with sounds like it could make sense. Oh, Xer's fault line right here would be perfect. He's got cover from Doma. Actually, it's the Rolling Thunder. He peeks around the corner. Should be an easy kill.
Oh, yeah. Well, only get the one, though. I think he's going to be a little upset that only got the one out of that. He's just going to hold it. Loki, though, doesn't look like he's going to peek into it, so we'll just back away and give Doma the chance to go for the peek. Caught the angle. We'll just get the paint shells bounced around, and that's actually going to force all three of them back around in towards mid. Now, that's exactly where I just saw the
jump spots,
yeah, coming out. And it's going to be a rotate over to B. Machine is going to be in position. Tries to cover. Oh, they got the double shot in the back there. But Loki comes out on top in that exchange, but the rest of the team are on the rotate. But Exus goes down as well. Jbzzz, though, runs straight in. Didn't expect Doma. You got the two, and I suppose you expect the third to be rushing straight in the same position. 10-8. Talked about it. Defensively sided. And again, another save likely to come out for the attacking side, Jbzzz. And we may be seeing this tied up sooner or later.
Also, good job by Alosa. I think he won that exchange against Kizian, who's just playing this like super late flank. But because he gets that kill, like there's no pressure in the back. There's double marshals coming in. Hase and Kizian, speaking of him. And well, that's actually super ballsy for Kizian to go for that angle. Especially if they're not going to cover it off. Machine is going to back off. Owl drone, I think he shoots. No, he doesn't shoot the owl drone. He hits the Reyna with it. Oh. Doesn't get the tag. That would have been so insane, though. And he does get the kill on the Loki. Completely through the wall.
The wall bang, yeah.
Oh, there's a Reyna up close and personal. He's reloading.
Reload takes so long on that gun. And Hoppy peeks out. If it had waited just a split second later, the reload would have finished. He was almost done on it. Okay. Okay. Jbzzz gets a wee bit lucky on that one. And okay then. So, 1v2. Let's see what Alosa can do on the Cypher. It's going to be a tricky retake for him against the Reyna and Sova. Hoppy has been playing well here. Oh, he sees Passe. But now he's peeking into the angle that he's holding. Repositions. Neural Theft gets the idea. Oh, the Leer comes in. He actually avoided the Leer, but doesn't matter. Goes straight into Hoppy's angle.
I mean, that was kind of like a force up for them, and they ended up pulling it out. There's still a ton of money for 5GG's side, so it's not like they're able to hurt any sort of economy. I would thought they would have been able to have that. If Xeon doesn't die to the just random, and I'm going to call it random, you know, shots out of Jbzzz with the Sheriff there, I don't think they would have had a chance to win the round. But we're going back to the full buy from both teams. Doma up to 20. And Machine, don't tell me he's going to do this again. All right, he's going to peek in towards mid, but there's going to be no one there this time. Luckily, they dark covered off this time against him, so he's not going to get a peek towards anywhere in courtyard. The entire team, they're looking at barreling towards the A side as there's Sova looking to distract towards B.
Eldren comes through. Passe also going to pop off Hunter's Fury and catches Sion with it. He's going to be annoyed with that. That's because the Eldren got in the information. He managed to tag him up, so quickly followed it through. But now the attack coming through. Alosa actually getting Hoppy down. Reach is also stuck in the corner. Got the information with the camera. Sees the play. Exus goes for the spray, but not going to connect. And now it's going to be a tricky push. Doma with the showstopper finds the one. Battlebot comes out, sees the man down in hell. Jbzzz should be taken down, but Doma just drops straight into his crosshairs. And the spike, well, it had gone all the way back over towards B site, but it didn't matter.
Yeah, popping them from the shadows. That's a split-second decision. Super smart. Even if Jbzzz dies, they're going to get the plant, and it's going to be so long until they get over there. And it forces them to take the 1v1 up against Jbzzz, too. But the buy comes back in. Xeon's going to be dropped over a weapon. And potentially the last round of map 2. 5GG need to take 4 straight to throw it into overtime and then win that 5th and final round to win this 2-0. And it might be seen Haven here on the cards.
Xeon goes aggressive this time around. Doesn't want to get caught out by the Sova. And it was actually a backed up play this time around, but some of them covered off. Yeah, Hoppy should go down here, but he manages to avoid the damage.
No Sage, though. So, not... Oh, Alosa pops his cage up as well to make sure he survives. Really smart. Lear comes in. Fault line, but that's going to be Alosa fall. I mean, not before he gets the kill, though. So, still going to trade 1-for-1. Rolling Thunder now coming. It's going to connect onto nothing, however. And they get the Reyna in sight. That's a big kill. Hoppy's been such a nuisance for them. It's down to the one player. It's Kizian up against 3.
Looking. Grant goes away. Oh, he looks and sees 2. Realizes is not likely chance. Backs away. Maybe going to take it close. Tries to switch over to the Vandal on the floor. Finds the Phantom instead. Can't work for him though. Machine is there. We are going to another round as Jbzzz get caught off guard trying to close it out. 12-9 though. The third map, if we go there, will be played on Haven. At the moment, we're looking for someone to step up now, which is interesting actually. Sion was, I think, one of their top fraggers, if I'm not mistaken, yesterday. Only getting 9 so far on Ascent.
I think. I was second. Yeah, actually, he was technically 60. Kind of freaking myself out there.
Not enjoying his time on B at the moment. Double marshals.
It's rough games sometimes.
This is, I mean, I guess they've got a round to play with, but forcing it seems a little odd at 12-9.
Well, can we see their money again? Because I don't know if they're actually forcing. Yeah, they're not forcing. It's just they can't full buy.
Yeah, you're right.
So they might as well buy and have the money for next round. But they won the last time they did this round anyways.
Yeah. That works out. Sion will get himself 1. Loki finds the head of Sion. He's going to be so tilted right now. Now the push in the back. I think it's going to catch Doma off guard. Doma's got himself tucked in. He's watching this angle, but there's 1 to the left of him as well. Will catch the 2 on the right. Here's the information on the left. Sees him as well. Pucks away. Kuzane with the Marshal up close and personal. Neurotheft goes down. Quickly switches out to the Phantom. Sees the man, but can't get Alosa down. 12-10. It is 5GG hanging on by a thread. Now Jbzzz will be having a full buy, and that was costly for 5GG that round.
Yeah. I mean, they lost quite a few players, but if they lose the round, they lose anyways. So better to win the round than to to lose the map. They're still going to be up now against the operator. This is a full buy, and it's not the last time they're going to be up against a full buy.
Oh, there's a mid check. I think Machine is holding the angle with an op. He is.
He's going to try. There's going to be something coming in there. It is. Oh, he sees the owl drone. He killed it at least. A little bit of skeet shooting. And Alosi gets a kill Nikizian. That's over towards long A. They could even afford to push out on this, to be fair. 4 players pushing in towards short. No rolling thunder. Extra's going to back away, and that leaves Alosa very susceptible in sight. They can just walk straight in, and it's a 1-on-4. But Extra, he's coming across. Needs to hit the shots, though. Passe opens things up.
Yeah, Alosa's in trouble now. Yeah, can't get the one. At least he could do is try and get that 1-for-1 trade. Machina will get Passe down, but as you can see, dark cover down, and actually and have to be forced away from that one. Loki does get Doma down as well. The shock not quite landing. Shock the showstopper. Jbzzz will take him down, and that's going to be the round. And the map. 13-10 to Jbzzz. Just a couple of things need tweaking, it seems, for 5GG on Ascent. They haven't got that map locked down. We saw them losing it yesterday as well. Not their best, which is actually may well be why it was chosen by Jbzzz, because they probably saw and quickly looked at the results yesterday and thought, okay, let's take that map away from them because Esoteric smashed them on it.
Wait,
and it means we're going to be going to Haven, Jason.
You're saying Ascent for Jbzzz?
Yeah, well, it was Jbzzz that chose it, right?
No, 5GG that chose it.
Why would they choose it? They're terrible on it.
I don't know. I'm just the messenger. Don't shoot me. I'm just telling you about what happened.
Especially when they got demolished by Esoteric on it yesterday. It was that's a weird choice. Okay, but nonetheless,
I'm gonna double check it now just to make sure.
Yeah, I'm confused by that one.
They picked Ascent.
They picked it. Wow. Mind is blown. Let's have a look at the highlights from that one. And it started off okay. They had the first 2 rounds, and you thought, okay, here we go, job done. I mean, obviously they had the 13-6 in the first, but then that happened. Kazane gets himself a quick double in the back, and slowly but surely the defensive side built up and built up and built up. They did rescue a couple of rounds back once they got the weapons on the board. That backstab didn't actually net them the round, unfortunately. And it was the defensive struggles that they could not quite get to grasp with. And 5GG in the end lose out.
Well, I think we are seeing, because I was still like unsure of what sided Ascent is. It seems to be more defense sided. We saw Fabricant get 10 rounds. We're seeing, you know, the big rounds get put up here. It was 8-4 for Jbzzz. So it definitely seems like it's defense sided. And it's very easy to retake, like at least that B site, because you get funneled into like a really tight angle unless you take really aggressive positions. But all in all, you know, I was quite happy to see it. I was really getting scared with the 8-4 against 5GG. It was nice to see them though be able to take 6 on defense. I was getting really worried that this is definitely a map that they can't really seem to compete on. But they did put up some decent numbers. I agree. Maybe this is a map they shouldn't be focused on. Maybe Bind should be the map they go for the pick right away. But like I said, Haven, 3rd and final map of the series. I don't know which way this is going to go. I don't think... Yeah, we didn't see Jbzzz play it in their quarterfinals. So maybe they have something up their sleeve.
Well, we will find out. We're going to go to a break. When we come back, we'll be on to the 3rd and final map for Europe to see who will be facing nolpenki in the semi-final. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Trovo Challenge brought by GLL. I am Lee Demon Smith, and joining me is Jason Kaplan for this semi-finals. The final map coming up on Haven after we've had a 1-1 split on Bind and Ascent, not split. Just that's confusing having that name.
You had me there for a second. You had me in the first half.
Confusing with the split. But yeah, so moving on to the third map. 5GG, they look solid, they look confident, they look like they had bind in the bag, and they did 13-6, but on Ascent, their map choice just doesn't seem to go their way.
I think it was a rough start. I think if they had defense first, you know, have the no pressure of having to win rounds, I think they probably could have taken it. I think going on to Haven, they looked better opping. Machinima looked way better than Loki, and Loki only brought it out on Ascent in a few of the rounds. I think it mostly comes down to how the teams play aggressively on defense and how they read into that on the attack. Because that's what we saw, right? We think about Vac, we think of nolpenki. Taimu on Mattistack had to specifically deal with him and him only just holding positions, waiting for them to get aggressive to have a chance in that map, and they ended up losing it anyways. So if you have a smart opper, I don't think we're going to see Jet being played, but if you have a smart opper, they can hold some nice angles and they can really cause some problems.
And of course, our question was Zalosa, right, on the Cypher, will he be covering B again? Because we just did not agree with that.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I feel like if you watch the way we had nolpenki play it would show. If you watch Rise of Titans at all, he would see like there's better ways to play the Cypher. Playing actually on the site's really tough. Because at most, you're supposed to only get one and die from there. But if at least you play from window and you put your cyber cages in the right spot, then you can hide behind those and get a kill and back away. If not, maybe two, because they obviously can't spot you out.
Watch some Meadow highlights from Rise of Titans. That's how you play the A site. He was fantastic for Fabricant. So,
when it came to Haven, when they played it yesterday, it was Xeon top fragging with 23 kills on the Omen. We did have Alosa do relatively well. He was 18 kills on Cypher, so shouldn't be too big of a difference. I mean, Domo was going to be playing all over on the Reyna. They had Machina on the Sova and Extra's on the Sage.
It was 13-11, wasn't it, as well? Yes, it was a close one, if I remember rightly.
13-10.
13-10.
But still insane. But still insanely close.
Yeah. I mean, they just had a 13-10 moment ago on Ascent, but we'll see how it works out. Here we go. It's going to be the stack. 4-5GG on the attack up C long, and we can see there's nobody there at the moment. We are going to have Hoppy moving into place. I'm going to continue to trip up on Hoppy and Happy after casting Happy for the last 6 years or so. Sion will come through, but Jbzzz, what? Just caught them both. That's got to be, I think they must have blast packed onto Spike.
It's a Boombot.
Yeah, oh, is it Boombot? Boombot, a double Boombot. I want to see that. I want to see a replay of it. I want to get some information as Passe. Can he finish the job? Yes, he can. The Executor comes through. And in a 1v3, you should not be winning that.
I think it was a Boombot. Now I'm not sure. You got me questioning myself.
See, you might be right,
on stream.
because I was thinking the icon, and I didn't recognize the icon as certainly wasn't paint shells, and it didn't look like the blast pack. So you may well be right.
I'm gonna check it out on stream. I'm gonna clarify it for us, because yeah, the icons are a little bit weird, because like the paint shells looks like a blast pack icon. Yeah, like that always trips me up. But we'll see. They still win the round. I mean, Parse, he's been honestly like really clean in how he's been playing his Sova over the course of these maps. He's been hitting some insane shots. We're gonna see Jet get aggressive. Oh, we will see a Jet actually this time. Okay. I can see some Jet operator play. Jbzzz, well, he's going to have a couple of kills here. The first two comes through, and the third is well trying to spam away. Doesn't get it, but he gets enough damage done. Spike will go, nope, doesn't get down.
Nope, Hope is there. Says no. Aggressive stuff, and it's, I'll say in the end with the Marshall. And they do not need to buy again because that's worked out wonderfully for them. So 2-0 Jbzzz starting the defensive half strongly. Now we'll see the weapons, the Vandals coming into play for 5GG. Can they stop this dead? Loki's gone for an operator. So where's he taking that one? The Jet Loki. It's going to be a dash on short.
He's looking for a challenge. He's going to have one. I don't know how long he's actually going to be committing to this, though. Yeah, timing's always so massive. Yeah, it was a Boombot kill. Oh, good. I'm not crazy. Sorry, I was like half paid attention to this round and half paid attention to the stream playback. But they get the initial kill. It should be around, ideally they win, because they have the better weaponry, but then again, pushing towards B, against Spectres, against an Operator, with no smokes coming down, they might be in for a rough time.
Getting back away. Showstopper!
No.
It's going to get just the one, though. The paint shells bounce around perfectly angled. Coming up behind him.
Oh.
God, that's... How did he get away with not only taking it out, but getting the shot down? All a little bit delayed, but in the end, Loki will get the one shot, misses the no-scope, tries to go for the ghost instead. Now has to try and that's away and comes out on top against the Losa. I think he was kind of stuck between reloading and switching to pistol and wasn't sure what to do. And in the end, Loki made his mind up for him.
Yeah, you don't have to reload because I'm just going to kill you. That was I don't know. Wait, Xer goes for the re-peek, actually, up against Passe. I mean, he spotted him out. You want to go for the shot, but when you're up against like a scoped weapon, you shouldn't really re-peek into that because they're going to have, most likely, like the kill on you. And now Loki on the jet, he's going to play the Operator. He's expecting someone to push towards long C, so he gets himself on top of the box. As we can see, though, it's going to be coming towards double doors. And Hoppy's... Oh, I don't like this. Okay. Whew. Just use that for information to see if anyone's there as they shoot the Lear.
Drone going through, getting information that window is clear. And now the 5 stack pushing in. Hoppy could pull a big Lear off here if he can land it. Gets himself the one. The spray down. Gets them all. And he will not quite get the 4K. Doesn't matter. He's going to get himself the heal off there. He's done the damage. Gorma tries to stop the rot. Machina, the last man standing with the Spectre. They know roughly where he is. And Passe will push in and clear him out. 4-0. And it don't look like it's stopping yet.
Kind of surprised to... I mean, maybe I'm being critical for Hoppy there, but why not use the Devour while you're fighting so you can be healed up while you're being shot? I don't actually know if you get shot, it cancels the heal, so maybe I'm just in the wrong here. But that seemed like, you know, min-maxing that fight. Because he obviously could have dismissed away. He was waiting for his HP to get low, getting low. Anyways, doesn't really matter. He wins the fight set, as we saw. 4-0 on the defensive side of Haven here for Team Jbzzz. That's what I'm going to be doing a little bit later on after the show ends, after casting for 17 hours.
Won't be a little bit later. It'll be instantly.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm going to shower first, so get nice and clean and comfortable. I've been sweating all day. Getting all oily.
Hunter's Fury doesn't connect. But Loki does. Machina down, but look at that. 10 health connected on one another. And with no Sage, no heal for that man. So the Operator will have to play very delicately. Kazane, no kills for him so far, but he's just going to go for the spray down long. Isn't able to connect it, nor is Passe. And it doesn't really manage to get an angle with the traps, but it doesn't matter. Pops out, finds his first kill. Jbzzz has already got himself the triple. The BattleBot once again getting a kill. That's 3 BattleBot kills in 5 rounds. That's impressive.
Maybe you should enter his Boombot into that TV show competition.
Yeah,
into
BattleBots, yeah. Whatever it is, Robot Wars, that's the one, yeah.
I think he'd win. I mean, it's a little bit of a, kamikaze there.
Yeah, I was going to say, it kind of blows itself up and takes it out, and it's kind of like done in one round, but see if they can rebuild it.
Or just buy a new one like Raze does. Guardian for 5GG. This is a struggle. Again, they have the money to buy up next round. This is more of a, let's use our extra cash. And A site's open. The camera's going to spot them. However, he's going to have to call for rotations immediately. Jet's going to get in here. The Paranoia's going to miss, however. Hizian's only going to get 1. The Bladestorm comes through. Doesn't get the reset, unfortunately. Oh, here we go. The full reinforcements. Neural Theft going to come through. They're going to see they're all here, too. And the Empress out of Jbzzz is being used. 1 kill is all he needs to get into this.
Loki. Trying to see if he could get the angle above it. Not going to happen. Recon Bolt. Cock dart around the side. Manages to find the head. Loki comes in. Gets himself the one. Passe, the retake's coming through. They're just going to smoke off long. Go for the defuse. Passe's holding the angle. He's got Arena up close. Sees him down. Sion done. And that is going to be 6 rounds back to back for Jbzzz. Already a good defensive half.
It seems like they just struggle on the attack. I mean, they start off 7-6 on the defense on binds, and they did close out 13. I mean, I guess their attacking half worked out there, but I mean, here they're definitely having that struggle come through.
We said the same thing yesterday with their defensive holds. Once they got the spike down, they struggle to hold it out. Whether they don't have people watching the right angles or whether they're just getting caught out by abilities still being up. I mean, that was quite a fast A take this time around, so they kind of pushed and forced the issue, but coming into this one fully bought up with the Vandals. Let's see how it works out for them.
Used a paranoia directly in towards the top of C long towards site. Sheena must have gotten a Aldrone tag on a Hoppy, and well, this looks like might be their first round here of the half. Like I say, it is just yet because Kizian's still going to be okay. Well, yeah, this is going to be it. And all it took was just the Aldrone and the Hunter's Fury. Passe only able to get one, and the Jet probably just going to save the operator. Yeah, I don't think Loki's going to go for this.
Yeah, no point. No point risking it. So, 6-1. Finally, 5GG get themselves a round in the books. Played as crazy throughout the beta, but switching over to 5GGs. And, well, their struggles on attack are problematic. Even at this stage, they're going to be looking at having to get that pistol round in the second half, you know, no matter what they do to themselves, because 6 rounds on defense already is a strong half on Haven for the defensive team, and you're going to assume they're going to get at least one more. I mean, if they could close it at 7-5, I think they'd be delighted. That'd be, they'd make the comeback, but we'll see.
I mean, I'm assuming Jbzzz is going to get much more than 6. That was just a little bit of an unfortunate series of events. And they still have money to buy. Kizian, well, I think he couldn't buy up himself, so they drop one over. Loki saving the most expensive tool in the kit. And they're grouped up towards double doors again, so maybe they want to go towards this route, but they're not going to have the Hunter's Fury, so it's not like they're going to have that clean kill, like, right off the bat. We're going to leave Jbzzz to hold B. Again. Dark cover coming in directly, so no one pushes C, except they don't have anyone there to protect it. They still have the trap wires, so at least they're going to know if they do get flanked. Paranoia, they're rushing straight in towards B. They need the backup immediately, and Xeon's just going to be the first one to charge forward, but he's going to fall. But they went out on the trades.
Loki, though, covers it off, and the spike plant didn't come in, which is a problem because now everybody's rotated in position. I say everybody, there is only 2 left standing. But Passe has been a problem for them, but they do deal with it, and they got Loki down. They've tracked down the op at last, and they make it 6-2.
So I guess their answer was, let's just go faster.
Yeah.
And I can't disagree.
It's what worked for started for CS against Fabricant as well. Was it against Fabricant? No, not against Fabricant. Against the semifinals against Need More DM, yeah.
I mean, we saw when they hit towards A, they got slowed up by the cyber cages, and then the rotations out of all of Team Jbzzz were going to be there. And once the spike got planted, it was turning into like a 4-on-4. So here they're just rushing straight through. This time they might go towards C again, smoking the top of C long. No one's even here. So Loki. Whoop.
Oh. Gotta be honest, that was a tight one. I thought he was going to lose out in the battle, but it's put him in trouble. Hoppy will get Sion down, and now the attack once again is falling apart. They got the 2 rounds, but it's looking like it may be all it will be. As Kizane, oh, Exus got himself a double. Neural Theft comes in. Exus tries to back away down long, and they can see that. They're going to approach it, and they will get the peek, but Exus gets Kizane down. Loki's going very aggressive with the operator here. It's going to be Neon point blank. Oh! He went for the resurrect. That's the only reason he backed away, but otherwise he would have been walking straight past, and that's what absolutely threw Loki off there. So Exus using the resurrect completely does him, and out. Well, Passe left alone. And what should have been a Jbzzz round has fallen away from them. And 5GG get the spike down.
I don't know how they throw that away either. They get the first 2 kills on the push. They had 3, actually, yeah. They had the first 2 kills. The initial was a shot onto the enemy Sova, onto Machina. And then Hoppy gets a kill on Reyna, or playing his Reyna. I don't know how they lose that. They over-peak towards C. Passe is going to be spotted getting in towards C to try to save his weapon. There's going to be Machina there, however. And I think Machina is going to get this kill. Full clear. 5GG get a 3rd on the board and get 3 players left alive.
Are they really going to draw this back to 6-6? Is this going to happen?
I mean, with my day,
back to back.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah.
I had 3 best-of-3s today in CS that all ended up, well, 2 out of the 3 went into 3 maps. We had a couple of overtimes, but the minimum score on a map we had was 16-11. And that's like a solid hour plus of time per game.
Yep. Brain equals mush. 6-3. Machina going to pop over. Get any information he can. Dark cover goes in. Hoppy peeks down long. Go aggressive on long. Are they going to push into it? They're going to play into it. They're playing into it. Waiting. Our drone will give them the all clear as they enter window. And now coming up through link. And they have actually gone down long, which has caught them out because it's Jbzzz in. Jbzzz is like, what the hell, guys? They're on site. Hoppy gets the peek, finds the 1, gets the 2nd, gets himself the dismiss, couldn't quite pull away, but Loki's there for the backup. And now the rotate is on, but it is a simple foot race and a 2v2. The Jet's going to be a long way out, Loki, so they're going to have to play this one, retake it slow and steady as Passe will be the first to arrive. Alosa hasn't... Did he have the trap? I didn't see whether he had any traps up quickly there. Passe will find the instant shot onto Machina. Pops the spike dart. Now gets the recon bolt, sorry. Around the side. It doesn't show them, but they're aware that somebody's going to be tucked away. Short is the position, but Alosa, just before the smoke goes down, catches Loki. The camera will give the information. They know Alosa's down here, but he has to go for the challenge. And it's going to be a tricky challenge. And Passe comes out on top with 8 health. I was going to say, I felt like Alosa had that one dead to rights, but Passe managed to survive just about. 7-3. Finally get themselves a defensive round back.
I think they're going to be able to buy the rest of the half anyways. So, obviously, this round sucks. This is what I was talking about before with Hoppy. When I was mentioning the 3 pistol players rushing him down while he was in the C site from double doors. Use the Devour while you're fighting. Get healed up. Just, unfortunately, I guess it wasn't the right move there since he did die anyways. But still 7-3. It's the potential for the 7-5 as you mentioned. It still could end up that way. Bladestorm coming in for Loki. He's going to push through. He's going to have a Reyna in front of him. And he's going to have the kill. Smart play to back away. Keep the man advantage. Oh, no. Okay. I thought he was going to go in towards double door. So he could have just ran straight past the owl drone and caught out Sova. But they're still going to push up. Oh. The timing. He spots the 3 players.
Oh no, it comes through, but Loki's still sat there with the Bladestorm. We'll get the 1 down. Exus comes in, but the showstopper sees the man with the spike, but didn't land it quite as clean as he'd like. But Passe is there anyway with the Hunter's Fury. Now, just the spike planter on site will get taken down. Didn't get the plant in. No money for you. 8-3. And now we are starting to look to a substantial defensive half here for Jbzzz.
Yeah, I mean, luckily for 5GG, they're going to be able to buy anyways in the last round. But being down this many, I don't know how they're necessarily going to come back for it. I mean, we haven't seen Jbzzz attack here, so I can't really judge too soon. But with Passe and Loki and Hoppy, I mean, honestly, Kizian, okay, he's on 4. Let's ignore him for now. But the 4 players, but the kills they have, they've been so clean. I mean, Kiz, you can kind of understand because he's sitting basically alone out of sight. Passe again using the owl drone to look for early info, and that was a cyber cage use from 5GG just to fake a push towards A. Yeah, Alosa, that was a smart play out of him. But there's still going to be 2 players here to defend, but I don't like how they're holding up so far because that camera's not going to spot them until they're pretty much in your face.
Passe's backing away. Kizane trying to do similar to Meadow, realizing the situation. He has got Passe back in position, does get the spray down, managed to get the Lear instantly, which has caused them a big problem. Yeah, Kizane gets the 1 more down. It is just going to be Doma trying to keep them at bay. Got the double push around the side, manages to find 1, gets the heal off. Sees the camera, actually missed the camera, I think, there as well. And yeah, Jbzzz will take him down. We're so focused on trying to get that camera down.
He needed to use his Empress. It was up.
Yep. I mean, it's the last round, last half. Do it. Use everything you got.
I mean, that's the prime position as well, considering you can stealth up, change position. You can easily clutch that out. Not easily, but you can clutch it out. Machine on 3 kills, Xeon on 3. It's very rough times, and they're just, what, 4 rounds away now for Jbzzz to close this out, to get yourself into the finals, and to get yourself from not only $800 up to $1,800.
So a big pistol for 5GG if they want to keep themselves in the tournament. $10,000 for the European League and $10,000 for the North American League, which will be following shortly after this one, around about an hour's time. 5,000 for first place, very much a lot of money for some of these guys, and obviously a lot of these not pros, they're not on contracts just yet. Aggressive stuff from Loki, pushing through the cloud burst there. Finds himself the headshot, gets the second, goes hunting, can't quite get the third. Alosa was the man that did the job though. Now the slow approach in the dark cover. And into the trap. Does manage to push through Kizane, but was running up against it there as Exus gets himself the double. And the defuse will go down. So an important round for 5GG. They really kind of had to pick that one up. There was no other choice for them. And of course with the Exus, just went to, I guess they're getting confirmation that they've got the pistols they wanted there?
No, trap wire a day.
Yeah.
For Cypher. Extra money. I mean, those things add up.
Yeah, yeah. Was it 200 each?
Mm-hmm. It's a lot of money, especially when you go into like a 3rd round bonus round.
Yeah.
That extra money definitely helps. I mean, it's an early operator for Machina as well. You could potentially get him. I think Xeon's going to sit on the... I would imagine he's going to sit on the Ghost. And then maybe buy an operator? I don't know. I feel like you can't take that risk when you're 9-4 down. Yeah, there we go. Spectre comes out. So Losa is going to be the one on the Ghost. Oh.
Ooh, Passe.
Oh, look at that. It's got a lineup.
Ah. Into the corner. Did he just hit? I think he didn't bounce it, did he? He just kept it there. But
no, he bounced
it off the double.
Back to C-site. It just didn't catch. I don't know how it didn't catch Reyna, though. That's a little bit interesting.
Spike goes down A-site. Rotate comes through. Well, they picked up the defensive, but this is looking like a thrifty coming their way. Boma will get the spray down, and that's the double. A little bit lucky on that one, I feel. He's going to try and chase the triple. Can't quite get it. And now in a 3v1, sorry. Throws out the Lear. It didn't go far enough. Throws out the second. Does catch some more, but they can't peek around. Hoppy was caught by the Lear, but it only triggered slightly afterwards. And it will be 10-4. Hit right back.
Well, the extra money they had, it's well now going to be used. Getting a great shot on a Passe. Loki catches them, getting aggressive. Okay, see that? He should have gotten that kill. The only reason he gets that is because Alosa only had a Ghost. He didn't go up for the buy because they were trying to save money and be conservative. And now they lose the round. I'm not saying that that's what lost them a round, but it obviously is a kill that maybe could have changed the fate of it. Yeah. My gosh. That's an aggressive peek.
Yeah. Just the steps away. The rush straight up long. Pushing in. Hoppy finds himself a Losa. Recon Bolt comes in as well. Quickly. He's missing to the corner. Sion just with the frenzy. You've got to feel this is going to be a Jbzzz round for 11. As Sion's just going to straight up push through the trap, and that's going to backfire horribly, as you'd expect. Arena in this position in the corner is lethal. And wow, Machina just don't even bother trying. Oh, finds the headshot. The Lear came through, but popped the bullet as quick as you like. But Jbzzz in the end will chase him down with the Spectre. 11-4. Now, 5GG, they will be able to buy into this, but if this does not work, this round, they are done.
Like how you said, or talking about Machina with the Marshall, and he's like basically like, "What'd you say, Demon?" As he gets the headshot like instantly. That's how it happens. The commentator's curse.
Yeah.
This is a tough round. I mean, Hoppy, he only has, I guess, the only real weapon, unless you want to count the Bulldog. So early paint shield's coming through because they want to stop the aggression out of Rain, or maybe it's the boom bot. Yeah, not going to happen this time. Not going to push out aggressively. They have 3 players towards long, or C long, though. Trying to use that Marshall. And even getting a little bit of a peek on the Machina. He's going to spot out the 2 players, and you can see the Jet charging straight forward. He doesn't expect it. And Loki gets the 1. Maybe get the 2nd. Oh. Dagger is a little bit too high. But they get control of the site.
Alexis does the job. Doma comes in now, and yeah, as you say, Jbzzz have kind of lost control of sight here,
okay.
But Loki gets the spray through the dark cloud and gets himself the triple down, and maybe this just could be it. Halosa in a one-on-one. Only 16 health for Loki, but I don't write him off in this situation. The spike, though, is loose in the corner, and Loki gets himself the quad with the Spectre. Really a round that they should have lost there, Jbzzz. With effectively the bonus, and as I say, 5GG economy is going to be broken, and it is match point.
The sub coming in big. 20 kills. Maybe they should have let him play Jet before. I mean, they are playing without smokes. Oh, sorry, they have a Jet, so they have some smokes, but it's not quite the same. They're kind of limited in range with it.
I assume his tag is Gamer's Origin, right? The Go. I assume that's what it is. The French org. So whether he's actually signed up to them, I'm not too sure, but maybe just a tag going through from League of Legends or something, but who knows. Alosa will get Kazane down. Good start for them. They've kind of bought into this one. They've only got half armor, so it's not the greatest of investments, but they did manage to get a couple of Phantoms and Vandals on the board. But now this is going to be all the pressure on Alosa on A site, playing as the Cypher. Gets a glimpse of them, sees them there. The rotates are coming, but look how far away everyone is. They were kind of expecting a C hit, so it's going to leave him alone for a long time. He's trying to sit as passive as he can, and now the rotate actually will fall away. If they'd have actually pushed in as quick as you like, they would have got him down, but those paint shells won't net any damage. And I got a question, Jbzzz. I guess they just didn't have any vision or any play to push there, because, I mean, benefit of hindsight we have. We thought it was a clear sight.
I mean, there's Sova, who's actually pushing the double doors. So they had him watching a flank from C in his own spawn. They can use him. Well, never mind. As I said, they can use him to actually push towards another direction. They can kind of bait them out towards A, bait the rotations again, bait the utility. Doma, Lear's going to come in. It's going to buy him some time. You see everyone just flooding in back towards the site. Even the heal being used out of Sage. It should be around though for 5GG. It's pretty flawless. Only losing 1 player.
Yeah, they can get all the armor back up now. Yeah, and as you say, like that's a round they can look back at and think, oh my god, we were 5v1 and we didn't push. Because everybody was stacked over a C. They had 3 over C side, and they were so slow in pushing it. And well, that's what we saw with 5GG, right? That's how they decided to pick up the rounds. They quickened the pace up. And the defense were not able to react quick enough, but nonetheless, it will be a full buy, because then you can see onto the operator. I still do question sometimes the operator going onto your lowest fragging player when Loki's been playing so well with it in the previous map.
Yeah, but Loki, I think, wants to rush.
Yeah.
And I don't think he wants to use the operator
just
here.
Russians,
he's dead. Yeah, he's dead. He rushed to his death. Hoppy gets 2, though. No res this round.
Passe's on C as well, so the rotate's going to come in. Already in position.
Oh no, he's Aldro, and he can get behind the Sova. And a free kill.
Oh dear. And this could be the match, ladies and gentlemen, for Jbzzz. Alosa pushing in. Oh no, Hunter's Fury catches him as well. Should be able to finish the job here, but he dodges quickly to the left-hand side. Information comes through. We'll get the recon. Ball, the shot not quite catching him, but Kazane will with the bullet. And now Alosa spotted down. The showstopper comes his way. He peeks straight into it. 13-5. Jbzzz do the business. 9-3 first half. No messing on Haven. They set up themselves an absolute rock-solid defensive side. And picking up the 2 rounds, importantly, at the start of the half. And
that first map was tough. Yeah, the thing is, the first map was super tough for them. It was so rough on bind. I'm not sure how it was so one-sided. They get to Ascent, they just scrape through, and then they just stomp on the 3rd and final map. Maybe the synergy worked out for them a little bit better. I'm honestly not really sure how they were able to have such a night and day performance from map to map. But hey, maybe they need some time to warm up. Maybe they need Loki on Jet. Maybe, get him off Omen. Let him play Jet. He can carry a game.
Well, we'll see whether they've got him tomorrow. Loki's obviously was just a stand-in today, so we may have the main player back in. Let's have a look at some of the highlights for the final map. 2-1 the score, and it started so strongly. 6 rounds without reply at the start. That's really what set the stall out on the defensive side. It did take a little while for the opposition to get going, but unfortunately Loki was hot to trot, landing. Honestly, there was a couple of rounds you think of that with Hoppy, with Loki, where they were picking up kills they just shouldn't have got.
There's just so many great individual plays. This clutch at a Passe, again, like someone I haven't really heard of before. He's had some really good lineups with the Sova. Again, I feel like we're not seeing many Sovas because it's so hard to play a good Sova, just because of the amount you have to learn in this game to play him well. Whereas, a Sage, you just wall and orb, right? I guess Sage, maybe you need to line up your slow orbs. But Loki just made quick work of him. His quad kill with the Spectre in their bonus round was insane. I mean, he was on Hip Hip Hip. He was on one of the best, if not the best French team. I think like ranked number 3 overall in Europe when it comes to the closed beta. And I think it kind of shows why. There it is, the quad kill. Phenomenal stuff. And I'm excited now for the final. I was actually almost even writing off the grand final, saying that there's no way a team's going to beat the Lithuanians, but maybe there's a sign of life here. It's only a best of 3 though, so if they're going to win, they're going to have to start the game as well as they finish this series here.
Absolutely. My dog's ready to finish the show. Let's have a quick look at the brackets. Before we go though, just to confirm, it will be nolpenki who swept aside both 2G4L and Mattistack in the quarterfinals and semi-finals. They're going to be up against Jbzzz, who've had a struggling semi-final here, but they had to come back from 1 map down and took it on Ascent and Haven in the end to reach the grand finals. $5,000 will be going to the winner, $1,800 to second place. Both 5GG and 2G4L will be walking away with $800 in this $10,000 Trovo challenge. But it's not all over. That's done for Europe, but we're going to be moving on to North America. You're going to be joined by Simo and Vansili for the rest of the night. That is going to be in around about 55 minutes time. So do stay tuned, stick on the channel, go get yourself a little bite to eat, and you'll have some more North American Valorant action following on. Thank you very much, Jason. It's been a long day for you, I know. And thanks to all the production out the back that have been working hard in the depths of Stockholm. They've still got a long night ahead of them. Give them a little bit of a break. We'll see you tomorrow for the finals. I'll be there. That's going to be for the European finals. We'll be at 9 p.m. Central European time. We'll see you then. Good night.